Uncle Ujas the Neb, Melanin Warriorz. So before I jump into this, man, I want to thank my beautiful aunt, Miss Nelva Ridley, man. Sorry for putting your whole government out there, auntie, but she's the one who put me on Biddy Mason, and I wanted to bring it to you guys, man. So shout out to you, auntie. I appreciate you. Love you. Hopefully you enjoy the video. So today we're shining a spotlight on an incredible black woman whose story deserved to be shouted from the rooftops. Her name is Biddy Mason. Born into slavery, but she became a nurse, a philanthropist, a real estate mogul, and a community builder. Her journey from change to freedom and then from freedom to legacy is one of the most powerful testaments to resilience in American history. You heard me, not black history, American history. So we're going to jump into this one, man. Let's go.
Go. Warriors. 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 Melanin Warriorz. Melanin Warriorz. I shade all my kings and queens. Melanin Warriorz. Either you stand for something or fall for anything.
So Biddy Mason was born in 1818 in Hancock County, Georgia. Shout out to Hancock County. Like so many enslaved Africans in America, the details of her early life are sparse, erased by the cruelty of the institution that saw her as property instead of a person, which that is why our people today really don't know our true history because of these things. But you know, the Melanin Warriorz Podcast is here, baby. Just listen and pay attention. But what we do know is that she grew into a skilled midwife and herbal healer. She learned how to deliver babies safely and use natural remedies to heal the sick. These skills will follow her for life and become one of the keys to her survival and success. Now, here's where the story shifts a little bit, y'all. So in 1847, Biddy was forced to move westward with her enslaver, Robert Smith, a Mormon convert. Imagine this. So a caravan of wagons, 300 people, and Biddy walking behind those wagons for nearly 2,000 miles from Mississippi to the Utah territory on foot. She wasn't just walking either, y'all. She was tending to the livestock, setting up camps, cooking, and still caring for her three daughters. This woman was the backbone of survival for that group, and yet she had no freedom to call her own. So eventually, they pushed further west to San Bernardino, California, and here's the twist, y'all. California had entered the Union in 1850 as a free state. So legally, Biddy should have been free, but Smith tried to keep her and her children enslaved anyway, of course. This is the turning point, though. In 1856, Biddy Mason learned about her legal rights through friends in the free black community of Los Angeles. With their help, she petitioned the courts for her freedom. So think about the courage this took, first of all. She was risking retaliation, violence, being dragged back east, but she stood firm, and Biddy stood for what she believed in. She wasn't going for it. She was supposed to be free, like all of us is supposed to be free, and she went for it. So on January 21st, 1856, in a Los Angeles courtroom, Judge Benjamin Hayes ruled in her favor. The decision declared Biddy Mason and her children free women. And I wish I had the hand clap sound effect in here or something. My brother know how to do it. I don't. But you know what I'm saying? Round of applause, man. It's amazing. So that moment wasn't just freedom. It was the foundation of a legacy. So what does Biddy do with her freedom, y'all? She leans on her midwife skills, working under Dr. Strother Griffin, one of the first doctors in Los Angeles. Through hard work and determination, she built up her savings. By 1866, Biddy became one of the first highly melanated women to buy land in Los Angeles. I'm going to say it one more time. By 1866, Biddy Mason became one of the first highly melanated women to buy land in Los Angeles, man. And she didn't stop at just one property either. She kept investing, building wealth that would not only secure her family's future, but also give her power to uplift others. She became a community leader too. Biddy opened her home to the poor and the hungry. She visited prisons, to ministers, to inmates. She funded schools. And in 1872, she co-founded the first African Methodist Episcopal Church of Los Angeles, which still stands today as a cornerstone of the community. Now, as y'all know, me, myself, I'm not a Christian. I don't really believe in religion and anything like that. But even still, for my Christian brothers and sisters out there who still believe, who still worship, and who even goes to the church out there who watching, put some in the comments, man, because regardless of what your religious and spiritual beliefs is, that's still dope. So by the time Biddy Mason passed away in 1891, she had built an estate worth over $300,000 in 1800s. $300,000. Do you know how much money that is, man? That's millions in today's money. But her wealth wasn't her greatest achievement, though. Her real legacy is the community she built, the doors she opened, and the freedom she fought for, not just for herself, but for her descendants and countless others. Today, you can find her memorialized in downtown Los Angeles with Biddy Mason Park, a tribute to her resilience and leadership. She went from being property to being a property owner, from enslavement to empowerment. And real quick, before I continue with the rest of this, man, let Biddy Mason be a blueprint, a light bulb, or a cornerstone, whatever you want to call it, man, for our people to come together in this community, stop the silly stuff, raise these young gentlemen up, raise these young women up, stop calling them YNs and all this other mess and twerk videos and all that other mess, man. It's time to build our people up because we built this country, man. It's time to show that we built this country and we earned our spot here and we ain't never leaving. Biddy Mason's story is a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable hardship, strength, and vision can carve out freedom and opportunity. She didn't just survive, she built. She didn't just live, she left a legacy. So the next time someone says our ancestors only lived in chains and, you know what I'm saying, when they equate us in America, they only talk about the slavery and all that other stuff. Y'all remember Biddy Mason. She is proof that we came from innovators, builders, and liberators. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and that share button to let the true history, resilience, and strength of our people be known. Hotep, my people.
Let's go. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Warriors. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Warriors. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Warriors. M-E-L-A-N-I-N Melanin Warriors.